Hey, what's going on, guys? Bradley here. I'm just going to offer you guys some advice as small business owners and stuff like that that I wish I knew back when I started my business, the series of businesses that I've ran in the past. So this is pretty much what I've learnt to avoid, as well as what I wish I was told, and stuff like that. So let's get straight into it. First things first is don't look to satisfy everyone. Find your audience, find your targeted audience that you want to actually provide for. So, if it was homeowners, you would look for people that are, homeowners. You wouldn't look for people that are renting. So, you want to find your target audience and just focus on those ones, because you can't cater for everyone. And if you try and cater for everyone, you're just gonna have a bad time. It's not gonna work. So yeah, find your target audience and just stick with that. Put in the hard work. Now, what I mean by that is, of course, you're going to put in hard work as, you are the owner of the business, and it's a small business. You're trying to start it up and all that. That first year is probably going to be the hardest year of the business. But what I mean by put in the hard work is, don't be taking holidays. Maybe on the weekends, instead of going out for a drink at the bar, stay home and work on your business. Try and put as much time as possible into your business. Now, obviously, I don't mean an unhealthy amount of time. I'm still a big advocate on having a work-life balance. So make sure you focus on that. But again, put in as much work as you physically and mentally can handle. Number 3, man, this is a big one, and I wish I actually learnt this one sooner than I did. But don't be discouraged by change. Now, what I mean by that is, let's say your business at first, you wanted to be a clothing store that sold t-shirts. Okay, cool. You start off the first year, you've started off as a clothing store, you're selling, branded t-shirts. Cool, awesome. Don't be discouraged by change. If people are asking you, hey man, could we have a hat? Start selling hats. Hey dude, could we have mouse pads? Start selling mouse pads. Don't be discouraged by change. And especially in the tech field and the digital side of things, that change is massive, because you could start off as a digital marketing company, and that digital marketing company could turn into a consulting company. Change is good. Don't be scared of change. That's that should be number 1 on the list, is don't be discouraged by change. Next thing is stay focused and level-headed. And what I mean by this is, times are going to be rough. You are going to have good days and you are going to have bad days. And sometimes you might even have awful days. You have to remember to stay focused, stay level-headed, don't get heated or anything like that, and just keep to that focus, and you should be fine. You'll come out on the other end. It can't rain forever. That's a famous quote. Don't know who it's from. Please look that up. So let's talk about mistakes to avoid. First one is low quality photos or stock images. Avoid these at all costs. And what I mean by that is, do not even use them. Don't even contemplate using them. Don't even use them in the smallest amount. You need to physically have the item and get, let's say, a model. You can pay a model, or you can get your friend. Get your friend to be your model. But make sure you have that physical item, and you have a model and a photo that is a real life photo, that isn't photoshopped, that isn't, it has to be an actual photo, high quality photo of your product. Now that is in the case that you are selling products. Let's say you are selling services. Well, try and document as best as you can that service. Let's say if it's a lawn mowing service, document that as well as you can. Don't have a stock image of cut grass. Actually take some photos of you mowing your own grass. That photo is 1,000 times more better than the stock photo, because it shows you actually providing that service. It comes down to building a trust relationship between the business and your customer. Number 2 is make sure you test your product and service before you start offering it. This is a big one. Make sure you test your product or service. Now, if it's a clothing item, for instance, get a sample product, wear the sample product for a couple of days, test the quality of it. While you have that product, take a couple of photos. And there you go. Now you've got some photos of you in your product, of the product and stuff like that. If it's a high quality product, then boom, put that up on the site, start selling it. If it's a service, test your services. Let's say if it's an internet service, you want to make sure you test it before you start offering it to people. Let's say if it's a mowing service, you want to make sure your equipment's all good. Make sure your equipment is up to standard. Stuff like that. You want to make sure you test your products and services before you start offering it out. And that's a big one because quality is so important when it comes to small business. You need that quality because people talk fast, and if you have a low quality service or product, people will talk about it and you will lose. Number 3 is don't be lazy. Don't slack out when the times are going good. When your profits are soaring in, don't go, all right, this is my time to go on a holiday to Hawaii. No. Don't slack even the tiniest bit when you start seeing your profits come in. It should be a motivator. It should not be something that makes you go, all right, I can take a break. It should be a motivator. You should be going, yes, look at those profits. Let's see if we can get some more and put in some hard yards and get some more profits. You want to scale because you are a small business. So, the highs will be high, but the lows will also be very low. So just keep that in mind when your profits start coming in. Number 4, I think we're up to, is you need to be very, very careful. Being a small business, people will try and take advantage of you. Now, what I mean by this is it could come in many forms, and it's very hard to detect sometimes. For instance, it could be a refund. You offer a t-shirt to someone, they get that t-shirt. That t-shirt is completely fine. There is nothing wrong with it, but they still say, hey, look, there is a problem with the t-shirt. I want my money back. So you have to kind of be very vigilant with that sort of stuff. Just be careful. You don't want to be offering refunds to everyone, and stuff like that. But at the same time, you have to be very careful because customer satisfaction comes over profits, most of the time anyway. So it's a gray area, but just stay vigilant, and be careful, guys. And number 5, is you need to keep your business and personal life separate. What I mean by that is different emails, different Facebook accounts, different phone numbers, different phones even. Just keep your business and personal life separate, and that will help you tremendously when it comes to having that work-life balance, as well as managing your work-life, balance and stuff like that. It helps tremendously with management, and it's just a good practice to have. It can be really messy sometimes, so just keep those separate and you should be good. And that sums it up for everything that I would like to offer you guys. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to start uploading again. Thanks for watching, guys, and you just have a beautiful night, and best of luck on your small business adventures. Peace.